Are you struggling to stay raw vegan? Are you struggling to stay whole food plant based? Are you struggling with making choices that align with your healthier diet? It might not be the food that's holding you back, it might be your ideas behind discipline. Let me explain. My name is JJ, also known as Veganowledge JJ, and I'm the author of How I Went from Sad to Glad, my simple 4 step blueprint to transform your health, weight, and mindset to finally reach your goals with joy and ease. And I want to share with you today a profound concept that I want you to consider when it comes to how we eat and the choices we make. I think we have a false sense of control that we put upon ourselves, saying, I should be able to eat whatever I want. And we give discipline, or the discipline of eating healthy, we give it a very negative connotation. And sometimes we look at discipline like it's this rigid thing with rules and things that, like, when you're a kid, discipline means, go sit in the corner, basically. That's what we consider discipline as. But discipline, I would challenge you to realize, is actually the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It's all a series of little commitments that's going to get you there. And when we talk about alignment, the real struggle is when we make choices that are outside of alignment. For example, if you've been trying your best to get healthy or lose weight, you might think that the struggle is by not aligning with your goal. But if you think about it, the reason it's a struggle is because you want to be healthy. You want to lose weight. You want to be, for example, vegan or raw vegan or whole food plant based. When it comes to these things that you want, if you didn't care about them, you wouldn't be on this video. You wouldn't be continuously trying. So the struggle actually comes into you making choices that don't align, or the thought that you have to make those choices in order to keep the control so I can eat whatever I want. But if you think about it, the true discipline and the true freedom comes from you leaning into what serves you. Like plants in the wild, they tend to lean towards the sun and things when they're growing because they know that's good for them. It is so many things we can learn from nature. Nature doesn't struggle, it just knows what it needs and moves towards it. And that's what we need to do when it comes to our diet. We have a lot of things that are coming into play here, considering reward systems we were given as kids. We were given, kid, like, here's a cookie, you did good, or here's um you know something that is bad for you is what we give ourselves when we've done something right. We think that's rewarding ourselves. When you really think about it, putting something in your body that is not good for you is not a reward. We need to start rewarding ourselves by aligning with our goals, aligning with where it is we want to go. And I would just really challenge you to shift your perspective and think of discipline in a way that's getting you towards your goals, and that will make it easier. It's that very next meal. It's that lunch that you're going to choose fruit. You're going to be kind to yourself. You're going to move into alignment with your goal, not away from your goal. The struggle doesn't come from the food being around. The struggle comes from inside your head of wanting to make that choice when you know you need to be going over here. Instead, just move over here, and it's going to make things a lot easier. Every little commitment, every little choice you make, everything you do is a learning experience. Even when you don't make that right choice, you know that feeling that you get because you're misaligned with your goal that you're trying to achieve. And I want you to think about making life easier and committing to the discipline and looking at it as freedom instead of something negative. And one of the things that can really help you is being around people on the same path, is following information like this. So I'm so proud of you for being here. And I would love for you to download, if you're new to raw veganism, download my free beginner raw vegan guide. I also list other guides that are down there. I'm going to also link here a new community I have for women over 40 who are interested in transforming their health, weight, and mindset to reach their goals, and learning about what raw foods are and what they can do for you. And I also wanted to share with you the link to my book, which is How I Went from Sad to Glad. It not only tells my story, but a 4-step simple blueprint for you. I am so proud of you for being here. You already have what it is you need to succeed already inside of you. And you don't need really a meal plan, you need a mind plan. And that's where I come in. And I'm so excited that you've joined me. And I hope to see you in my next video and my next coaching call. Thank you for joining me. I'm Veganowledge JJ.